Okay, we're rolling. Pete, when you're ready.
My name's Peter Cribb. In 2017, about 4.5 years ago, I suffered a brachial plexus injury, and this is my story. The brachial plexus is basically there's a trunk where all the nerves are bundled. So the brachial plexus injury is when you damage that trunk, and you end up with massive damage in the nerves that service your arm. So in my case, I've almost paralysed my arm.
Can you tell us a bit about what happened the day you sustained your injury?
Yeah, so I was mountain biking, and I was travelling down a really steep hill. This is in the bush. Unfortunately, I'm not a very skillful mountain biker, as it turns out, and I lost contact with the ground. I was not on the track. I was off to the side of the track and heading into the bush. And unfortunately, the conditions were so dry, I didn't have traction to correct back onto the track. So I just headed off track and plowed into a tree and hit the tree with my head and my brachialis. Yeah.
That would have been a hard day for you.
It was a shit day.
So how was it in the early days of your recovery from the injury?
Oh, the early days were terrible. It was, instantaneous. One day you've got it, the next day you don't, and that was difficult, really difficult. Yeah, they were hard. There's a lot of pain associated with it, and it's hard to talk about because it was really hard. I don't like going back there. It's been a long process. It's been a long process, and it's ongoing. It hasn't finished. I have good days and bad days still. Bad days being the days where your pain is pain has this effect of dominating your life. So you're thinking. So you've got this basically something. It's like having a monkey on your back and trying to act like there's no monkey there. It's almost impossible to do. It is possible to do, but it's almost impossible. It's also been a process of discovering that just how important hope is in your life. You don't want to think that something that's really bad just will remain that way permanently for the rest of your life. So I've discovered that despite how bad things can get, there's still hope, and if you learn how to deal with one thing, then you can deal with something else.
So moving forward in your journey, do you have any exciting goals you're aiming to achieve?
I've achieved one of the significant things that I did have achieved, and I still want to take it further, but it has been surfing. Like I used to derive a lot of pleasure from surfing. I was pretty much given the head shake. You're not going to be able to get back into that. Instead of letting it all sort of wash over me and get on top of me, all of it at once, I just decided I'd just try one thing at a time and see how far I could take it. As bad as you think you've got it, there's always someone who's got it worse. Yeah, just seeing what they can do inspires you to try things. And I remember catching the wave. Got off the wave and I was bawling in the surf. Just through happiness, It was great. So that was like opening a window. It was so good. Or a giant fucking door. It was and it was light, at the other side of the door. It was good. Yes, the injury is bad, but there's an extra dimension to life which is really quite good, that I probably wouldn't have realised if I hadn't had the injury. So, silver lining to the cloud. Yeah.